Right now at 6, the Longview School District's superintendent facing a felony in a sexual assault investigation and giving no comment as she left court.
Karen, do you have any comment to make about the charges against you?
Then a bizarre battle over blooms. Hear from the homeowners who caught someone snatching flowers right off the stem. Plus,
travel is definitely more expensive now.
We're keeping an eye on travel as thousands of people hit the road and the skies for the Memorial Day weekend. Then a preview of the unofficial kickoff to summer. We're talking City Fair on the Portland waterfront. And we begin tonight here at 6 with everything you need to know as the Memorial Day weekend gets underway across the region. Thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Pitowanich. From the latest gas prices to the travel outlook to water safety, we've got you covered. But first, let's send it over to our Celine Stevens for what you can expect this holiday weekend. Celine, a beautiful start weather-wise.
Christine, definitely. Today and into the weekend, it's going to be warm and just overall pleasant, okay? And taking a live look right now at our Chehalem Tasting Room camera in Sherwood, just a really nice picture right here. 81 degrees. We're seeing 80s here in the Rose City as well. So again, overall conditions are feeling amazing. And we started off the day really nice as well. 55 was low here in Portland this morning, 49 in Troutdale, 46 down in McMinnville. And then along the coast, we were seeing temperatures this morning in the upper 40s to mid 50s, but high temperatures. We got up to 82 degrees here at home today and in Vancouver, 81 in McMinnville and Aurora. Again, just lots of warm temperatures here on this Friday. And then along the coast, of course, it was a little bit cooler, seeing temperatures there in the upper 50s to low 60s. And so here's what's happening though. As we get into this weekend, we are looking nice. 79 degrees tomorrow. We start off with some clouds. They burn off by the afternoon. And then we get to Sunday and we're going to be hitting 81 degrees, but some clouds are going to be lingering throughout the day ahead of a low pressure system that moves in. That's going to be bringing us a rather wet Memorial Day. You're going to see that system come into our area, and that's going to be bringing rain Monday into Tuesday. I'll have more details on your Memorial Day in a bit.
Okay, thank you so much, Celine. And if you happen to be driving anywhere this Memorial Day weekend, you'll be sharing the road with about 500,000 other Oregonians. This is a live look at traffic cams spread out across the Portland metro area. They've been busy, our highways have, pretty much all afternoon. According to AAA, some of the most popular destinations in the region include Bend, Boise, Eugene, and the Oregon coast. But you know what? Be warned. Gas prices are the highest they've been on Memorial Day in the last 4 years. The average price for a gallon in Oregon at $5.33. In Washington, it's $5.78. Both almost or over $1 more than the national average, which sits at $4.55 per gallon. And if you're flying you haven't left yet, heads up. Today is the busiest travel day of the holiday weekend with more than 63,000 people expected to move through the airport. We stopped by PDX today and a number of travelers said the airport seemed less busy than years past, which could in part be due to the spike in airline ticket prices.
Travel is definitely more expensive now, for sure. A combination of everything, the holiday and the gas prices, out of control. So, yeah, so ticket prices are pretty high.
PDX expects nearly 6 million travelers between June and August. That's about a 6% jump from last year. And with a warm weekend in the forecast, river rescuers at Glen Auto Park are prepared, wrapping up their 2-week training this morning. Our Jake Holter hit the sand and brings us the story from Troutdale.
River Twit want in the water underneath this.
River rescuers racing into the water to practice helping a swimmer in distress, something they say happens at least a few times every summer.
Swimmer, do you need assistance?
If you find yourself in trouble swimming in the Sandy River or even at High Rocks this summer,
Twit one in the water on assist!
American Medical Response river rescue technicians are trained to save you.
Every summer, we usually have upward of 50 assists on the water and sometimes around 4 or 5 rescues.
On Friday, rescuers finished their 2-week training where they've practiced skills for different levels of water emergency, starting with line rescue.
All right, we throw your rope, right? Put over your right shoulder.
We got some of our techs over here practicing throw bags, just a way to get a line out to somebody in the water who needs help.
We use the term throw, don't go, a way to keep yourself safe on land as you help someone who's in the water.
They also train to use paddle boards for situations that are farther out.
That's a way to make direct contact with the subject in the water. Very important to get into somebody fast who might be in trouble.
And the rescuers also practice their diving skills.
And that's where our techs are training on finding a swimmer who has submerged beneath the water.
Rescuers warn of the danger being out on the river can pose.
Oregon rivers in general can be pretty dangerous, just as they tend to be pretty fast moving. They stay cold well into the season, and that can be a problem for people expecting it to be a little bit warmer because it's hot outside. They jump in the water, it's cold, and they start to struggle.
So rescuers say if you're on the river, wear a life jacket, swim with a buddy, don't overestimate your skills, and don't drink alcohol. Through the summer season, river rescuers will be stationed here at Glen Otto Park and High Rocks Park on the Clackamas River.
They've been pushed to the limits, not just with their skills, but with their mental toughness, and we're very proud of all of our new technicians.
Jake Holter, KGW News.
A good reminder. In your headlines, a Beaverton City Council candidate accused of intimidating people with a handgun made his first appearance in court today. Antonio Pirogue pleaded not guilty to menacing and unlawful use of a weapon. Police say on Monday, Pirogue allegedly flashed his gun near the Beaverton City Library, causing someone to call 911. He is expected back in court next month. Investigators say a man is in the hospital after a driver unknowingly ran over him this morning. It happened near Southeast Yamhill and Cesar Chavez Boulevard. Portland police say the driver got into his car and drove forward, but did not realize a person was lying in front of it. The man is expected to be okay. The driver is cooperating with investigators. And in West Lynn this afternoon, spontaneous combustion likely caused a house to catch fire. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue says it started just after 11 o'clock at a home on Weather Hill and Salamo Road. Firefighters found flames on the backside of the home and the deck, which extended inside.
So they worked quickly to get knocked down on the outside of the home so they could pull an interior line and also extinguish the fire that was inside as well.
The exact cause? Well, investigators think oil-soaked materials spontaneously caught fire. Thankfully, the 6 people living there weren't home at the time, and their 6 pets all made it out okay. And we have some breaking news to tell you about in the fallout from the student sexual assault case at a Longview high school. Roughly 90 minutes ago, the acting superintendent announced that 3 additional employees are now on leave. That makes a total of 5. Today, the district also hired an outside law firm to investigate how the district handled the allegations of student and staff misconduct at Mark Morris High School. It's all happening as Superintendent Dr. Karen Cloninger made her first court appearance today. Our Devin Haskins tracked down court documents with new details from investigators.
These probable cause documents show that Karen Cloninger tried to downplay the sexual assault case at Mark Morris High School, telling staff not to report it to police. In Cowlitz County Court, Karen Cloninger's only words were affirming her name when asked by the judge during her first appearance.
Correct.
Cloninger, the Longview school superintendent, faces a felony count of tampering with a witness and misdemeanor charges of failing to report and obstructing law enforcement.
We do have concern about, under Rule 3.2, the interference with the administration of justice.
Longview police say district staff first learned of the alleged sexual assaults at Mark Morris High School as early as January 29th. That was 11 days before police were contacted by a victim. According to the probable cause statement, when the assaults were first brought to Cloninger's attention, she told the principal and 2 other district staff members that they were not obligated to report it at this point and would instead handle the investigation themselves. The district would hold several meetings over a roughly 2-week period without involving police. During one meeting on February 4th, investigators said Cloninger tried to downplay the incident and told Principal Aaron Whitwright to squash the situation, saying, quote, "Tell the kids on the team we don't want any more rumors." Adding, "Aaron, you better figure this out. You better do it right, because this is a career killer." Less than a week later, the principal sent a letter to parents criticizing what he called false rumors and speculation and said the district had already investigated a report and made appropriate consequences. The court documents say that when staff brought up the need for transparency, Cloninger repeatedly dismissed or suppressed the idea.
There's a plethora of information about suppression and manipulation of facts and information that slowed down law enforcement's ability to timely and aggressively investigate sexual assaults against children in this community.
Cloninger's defense attorney, Johnny McMullen, spoke in court.
Karen has never wanted to do anything but address these issues. she's not hiding from these issues. Quite the opposite, Your Honor.
On February 10th, police arrested 2 students for allegedly sexually assaulting younger teammates on the basketball team. On Thursday, Longview police arrested Karen Cloninger.
We are obviously fighting the charges. We are not in agreement with what's been indicated.
Cloninger will be back in court on June 10th. In Longview, I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.